Should we go to space or should we try to fix Earth? Let's talk about it. Obviously, space has been kind of in the news a lot lately on people's minds because the Artemis 2 mission just returned. A bunch of astronauts flew by the moon, orbited around it, and came back, took a bunch of iPhone selfies up in the air, and they've returned. So we've kind of been back to the moon. First time in a while. First time in a long time. So I saw an interesting clip from Bill Maher actually on his show where he talked about how about instead of spending all this money to go to space, we work on fixing our problems here on Earth. I think it's an interesting and pretty valid question. So first, what do you think? Put your comments below. Let me know. I want to see people arguing in this, please. Anyway, I understand the impulse to explore space. It's pretty cool. It's fun to make discoveries. Obviously, the technology and findings from space can help make life better for us here on Earth, can help us invent stuff, can give us all kinds of gadgets and gizmos. Stuff like memory foam, phone camera sensors, water filtration, cordless tools, all kinds of stuff have all come from space technology. So, obviously there is a real world purpose for all this stuff. And there is also something aspirational about going to space. Like, we're not supposed to be up there, okay? We're supposed to be on the ground. So ascending through the clouds and doing unbelievable shit. It's kind of what human beings do. To infinity and beyond, to the stars, man. Like, it's inspiring. It's inspiring to exceed the limits. Go past what we're supposed to do. And you get all kinds of cool pictures, and it's just fun to think about, man. It's different. Now, at the same time, you or me is not really benefiting directly from going to space. Only celebrities are going up there on these billionaire rocket rides. Katy Perry and Oprah are going up. I'm not going up yet. Tickets are a little too expensive. Maybe when they come down, that'd be cool. But I think people have real problems in their everyday lives that they just don't maybe care that much because they got bills to pay. Gas is going up. Wars are happening. Okay. People got to make ends meet, so they're not really worried about going to the stars when they can't buy a house or afford daycare. So I get that too. It's very valid. And it's kind of like, hello, like, why are we doing all this to go to another planet when we are polluting and destroying our current one? It's kind of like when you have laundry to do and your laundry is just stacking up and you're like, I'm just going to buy a bunch of new clothes instead. You ever do that? Like, oh, all my t-shirts are dirty. I'm just going to go buy a bunch of Hanes undershirts in a 10-pack and wear those for the next week. Guilty. I'm guilty. So it's an interesting question. And we got a hell of a lot of problems here on Earth. So should we be going up there? Should we be focusing on, the current thing we got going on, this current planet? Shouldn't you try to clean up your own house before going out and buying another one? I kind of get that impulse. Like, can we just start over somewhere else? Can we just do this over? Obviously, part of the problem with that and part of the, what we're looking for out there is that Earth is pretty dope, man. It's got a lot of things we need. A lot of conditions are met that you just can't really get anywhere else. Okay. It's an exclusive offer. So far, it seems like a one-time only offer. And when you go out to space, there's all these problems, dude. The planet, you can't even breathe on it. The gravity's all fucked up. Just going out into space, you're getting blasted with all this radiation. The astronauts are coming back. They got weird health problems. Okay, going up in space, since it's 0 Gs, you start to wither away. Your muscles don't work right. And so astronauts that come back to Earth experience a number of problems, especially if you've been there for an extended period of time. So, we were born here. We're meant to be here. It's kind of our home, but sometimes your house is really dirty and you just want to take a trip and go to a hotel where someone else cleans. Check into the Hilton, get some of that fresh hotel air conditioning, lay down on the sheets. Everything is crispy, perfectly made. Turn on the TV and watch History Channel alien documentaries or Family Guy reruns. Sometimes you want to do that, man, but you still got to clean your house because you don't want to live out of the hotel, man. It doesn't have any of your stuff. Like, I don't want to live out of the hotel. It's nice to be there for a little bit, but I want to know my home is still there, okay? I don't want to be gone in space and not have a home to come back to. Is it really an either or? Not necessarily. I think that we could do both. I think that we could work on Earth, improve some stuff at the same time as exploring the galaxy. I mean, if anything, you know, our ability to explore and have amazing technology is a symptom of an Earth that's functioning, really. You know, shows that we can still work together, get some money together, and go on missions. But there's no place like home, okay? You've seen a picture of these planets. They're kind of fugly, dude. They're all one color, okay? It's all one shade, some slight variations, a bunch of craters, no water, no trees. I don't want that, okay? So let's keep our water and trees bountiful here on Earth. Can we keep things clean, please? Can I go to the beach and there's not Taco Bell trash all over the ground? Okay. There's not a Doritos Locos Taco wrapper floating in the waves. No, but we can send people to the moon. Can I walk down the street of a major city without being accosted by zombie-like people slumped over? No, I can't. But we can send people to space. And are we really going to space for scientific research? To better ourselves, you know? Or is it to find a way to make money, find more resources, find ways to sell these trips? Are there ulterior motives besides just pure exploration? Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of that. So it would be great if we could find a way to monetize taking care of Earth. Fortunately, doesn't seem to be a ton of money in that. Most of the money goes into pillaging it. So it goes, that's reality. So while I do think Bill Maher's take is somewhat cynical, I'm inclined to kind of agree with him. I do think there is room to explore space. I do think there's room to use it to come up with awesome tech that helps us here on Earth. But, you know, also it seems like maybe the whole point of this is to eventually fill the sky with satellites, commercial satellites, find ways to charge people to do stuff in space, you know, basically to find an escape pod for super rich people so that if we do destroy the Earth, off chance, they got somewhere to go, you know? And it's like, well, priorities. I don't think this question really has a clean-cut answer, to be honest. And I don't know, something about it does feel like escapism, where it's like, well, if we can't get things right, might as well just try this somewhere else. What if we just try again? Well, if you don't fix the fundamental behavior, you're going to take it with you to other places, you know? If my car is full of McDonald's bags because I keep eating Filet-O-Fishes every day, I don't go buy a new car and say, F the old car. You got to clean your car, man. Or stop eating Filet-O-Fishes. And there is a load of money that goes into this, a load of time, manpower, and just straight brain power and engineering that goes into this stuff. That could maybe be used to solve other problems. I'll leave it to you to fully, you know, figure out what those problems are. I know them, you know we got them, whatever partisan stance you take. We can all agree that we got our fair share of issues here. But, you know, it's not like it's the astronaut's job to fix poverty, okay? They went to school to be an astronaut. That's someone else's job, right? Is it his fault? I wonder if when you go to space, you get some kind of relief that you don't have to think about Earth problems. You know what I mean? It's like when you're on vacation, your mail piles up. It's like, don't have to worry about that till I get back. Don't have to pay bills till I get back, you know? Like, do you think when they're up there, you really have time to worry about, oh, Carol and John invited us out this weekend, but we don't really get along with them. Should we tell them no, or what should we do? No, you're out there. You're looking at Earth. You're feeling the cosmic oneness and all that, probably, which sounds great. I'd do it. I'd go to space, to be honest with you. I'm not really big on the rocket aspect. I don't know if I could deal with being in the rocket. Seems a little stressful, a little dangerous. But if they figured it out, I'd love to go to space. I think it'd be fun, you know, for adventure's sake. But, you know, I got some stuff to do here. I got some stuff to fix here, okay? I got YouTube videos to make. And, like, you could spend your days traveling. I mean, I think you see this with people here on Earth who, like, travel too much. People who are always finding themselves on voyages, which, you know, I've done at certain points in my life. You're usually running away from something. The problem is that you are everywhere. So if you have emotional problems and you travel somewhere else to escape, you're going to be facing those same problems. Okay. You're just going to have a new lens on it. So the same goes for humanity and exploring the stars. If we can't fix our root issues, we can't just figure out how to get along or make the most use of our resources here, pick up our own garbage. We're going to take that with us across the galaxy. And, is that really something to strive for? I don't know. I do think there is something aspirational about going to space. It is cool to reach for the stars, literally, and push ourselves to the limit. It's cool. It's exciting. It's not boring. But, we do have some boring things that need fixing. Right here on the big blue and green planet that we call home. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Leave a comment. Argue it out. Leave a like. Subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.